Hi, Nelson Garcia here. So the question that we're looking at now is, what is the difference between coronavirus detection test and the coronavirus antibody test? So the first test, and I might add, you may already be familiar with this, you may have done a little homework, but for me, I like to keep things simple. The first test is the one where they send you to have the nasal swab, and they're wanting to know if they can detect the actual presence of the coronavirus and its antigens. The second test is the coronavirus antibody test, and what it's looking for is actually the reaction that your body in a normal immune response has to the presence of invading pathogens and viruses. And how does the body in a healthy immunity response have to this presence of the virus? Well, it wants to produce antibodies to try to overcome and eradicate the presence of those viruses. So in an example of we're now in flu season and you've gotten a little sick, you've got some symptoms, you've got a cough, elevated fever, runny nose, you've got the body aches, you've got the fatigue. And so you're going to call your doctor, your practitioner, and he's going to want to know, is there an actual presence right now of the virus, and in this case, the Corona-19 virus. So they're going to want this first test so that they can base their game plan and their treatment plan for you on information of what is actually present right now in your respiratory system. Now, in the second example, maybe you don't have symptoms. Maybe we're in between these spikes and we're just focused on getting back to work, but you work in an environment perhaps that you may have a higher risk of being exposed to people who are sick. Or you're just going about your business and shopping and, I don't know, going to church. Hopefully we're observing CDC recommendations and staying away from large crowds and social distancing. But let's just say that you were exposed. You're just not sure if you were or not. Well, having the antibody test is wanting to recognize if you may have been exposed in the past, and your body recognized that, and a healthy immunity got on top of it relatively quickly, produced sufficient antibodies to eradicate the presence of that initial invading virus. And for me, that's the distinguishing points between these two tests and perhaps their applications, and who would find them most beneficial and when.